Hello, I'm in Colorado, and today we're gonna go to one of the most unique skate parks I've ever seen in my life. The skate park is called Zeke M. Pierce Skate Park, aka Vail Skate Park, and it's located in between two parking garages, like in a narrow alley type place. So of course I'll talk about Colorado, why I'm here, etc. But first, let's just go check out the park and see if we're able to skate it right now. So when I think of parking garages, I think of cities. This is pretty much it. There's like a mountainside, there's this elevation of concrete that you can park on, and I cannot believe there's a skate park here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think the article I read mentioned that art piece way over there, which means the skate park is probably in this little narrow alleyway right there. How is that possible? It's so narrow. Right, here we go, I'm gonna take a look, and hopefully my mind is blown. Imagine stumbling on this. Like, imagine, I mean, what is this city, first of all? But just imagine coming here, just pulling over, being like, I gotta pee, and then you look at this parking garage, and this is what you see. Before my mind just completely melts and I can't speak anymore, let's just talk about what we have here. The smoothest concrete ever, but a perfect quarter pipe on one side, and it leads perfectly into a stair set or the handrails, or you can come from the other sides, and if you're feeling gnarly, you can gap out to the rails. If you keep going, there's another bump to rail or a bump to ledge. On the other side, there's this cool whoop-de-doo that you can just go over. And then there's a perfect ramp to ramp and a bump to ledge, an obstacle that I happen to love, or a down ledge if you're going the other direction. And then of course you have the flat rail, which makes me very happy, followed by another handrail and another ledge that's similar to the one I mentioned before, which all leads into a bowl section of just learning how to carve and skate with different steepnesses of transition. And you can even see along the entire side, there's this very harsh transition, but looks really fun to try to tinker with. All that being said, I haven't skated in about a week and a half, and I'll talk about that, why, after I get into this, because I gotta do this. So I brought the wrong skate shoes. So for now, let's just focus on these three obstacles to warm up: the flat rail, this little handrail, maybe the little stair set, and then that little hubba. And then after we do that, we'll try to test everything else. But for now, that's how we warm up. A ton of the skate park that I still have to skate, but I'm not skating at 100%. I'll be honest, it's been a week and 2 days. Also, we're so high up in the air in Colorado that it's really hard for me to catch my breath, and my bearings are slightly broken, which kind of sucks, and it makes popping every trick a little difficult, which is why I'm being a little like timid skating. But regardless, I still want to at least hop on the other obstacles, and even if it's something basic or simple, I just want to ride it out, see what it feels like, and of course I want you guys to see what that's like. So there's two things I want to talk about: why I'm in Colorado and why I haven't skated in a week and 2 days. So let's just tackle the first one, and then we're gonna skate, and it's why I haven't skated. All the videos that I've posted in the last couple of weeks, the 3 videos on Progress Daily and the 2 videos on my channel weekly, there's 5 videos coming out a week. We were skating a ton in South Carolina, like so much. Every day it was me and a group of friends in my warehouse that I just got, and just skating our asses off and having so much fun, and it was honestly, it was perfect. I was also hanging out with family, and it was a nostalgic feeling, and then I went back to New York City. I don't have that many skate friends in New York City. I've never really had non-skate friends, so that was kind of the whole reason I moved there in the first place. I was doing YouTube a lot, and I wanted to experience having friendships outside of skating, and just getting more people around me who did more things so that I could learn more about everything. But of course, at the end of the day, skateboarding is my #1 thing. It's the thing that I like to do the most. So when I got back to New York, I was actually I was like, sad. My friends were back home and they were all skating the park every day and showing me pictures and videos, and then I was editing, looking at all the footage of me and my friends all hanging out, and yeah, I didn't have the motivation to skate. I also had a lot of work to get done, but that was the main reason. A week and 2 days of non-skating is more non-skating than I've probably done in the last 5 years plus, like maybe since the last injury I had. Anyways, let's skate. More on that in just a minute, and of course, you know, why we're in Colorado in the first place. The only trick I was really stoked on was the nollie backside flip at the end, but yeah, it's a grind right now. But you know what? That's okay. I feel a lot more comfortable right now than I did at the beginning of the session. So that means when I go to the other skate park for Thursday's video, hopefully I'll be, you know, I'll be feeling top notch. That's the goal. I still can't believe how incredible this skate park is, and I'm not surprised at all that there's no one else here yet, just because I just can't imagine there being a large skate community in this area, which motivates me because I think, hey, why can't we build skate parks everywhere if we can build one here? So the whole reason I'm in Colorado is pretty simple. We actually planned this trip before I even went to South Carolina. That's why I left South Carolina so quickly, is because we wanted to make sure that we had a week-long vacation. It has been wonderful, but ironically, my fiance and I have been working the entire time. I mean, we are people who make YouTube videos. There's not really a time for rest, plus we enjoy doing it, so even when we're on vacation, we're like, might as well edit, might as well, you know, play around. Sarah's parents are here, so we're actually just hanging out with the whole family, and they're amazing, super fun time. So I've been getting a lot of like family love recently, and that's been cool. As for the skate park, of course, all my friends are gonna keep skating there every single day. They've been filming so much, even while I've been in New York City. They're holding it down. If you follow me on Instagram or Progress Daily on Instagram, you see that we have all these cool photos coming up, all these clips, and that's just like the content they're getting. They're killing it over there, and I knew they would. That's the thing with skate communities. A lot of times you see California, you see New York City, but you don't really see all these small towns in the country, but they're skating and they're alive and well and killing it. My community in Colombia has always been very, very talented. I mean, even since going to California, I realized even more how talented the dudes back home were and are. But of course, it's easier to get better in California, where everyone around you talks about how awesome skating is. It's so romanticized. It's like, you know, people really treat it like a legit thing in California, and not so much in Columbia, South Carolina. I'll save that for another video, a whole reason of why I put everything into this small crew in Colombia rather than, you know, putting everything in California or New York City, etc. For now, I feel like I should do a couple of more tricks. I'm pretty dead, so maybe I'll just tinker a little bit and hopefully we can try to get creative. But I think we should have one more session, and maybe I can get some Instagram clips, because this place, I mean, people are gonna like that. I mean, this place is ridiculous. There's also a bowl just on the other side. I usually like these videos to be as straight to the point as possible, just about the skate park, but there are obvious questions that people have been asking that I just feel like I need to cover once in a while since I never do Q&A type videos. I love that skate park. It did cost the city $1.7 million. Don't know if I mentioned that. I was gonna end this video talking about the Progress Daily clothing and what went into it, but you know what? This video is already 10 minutes long, so let's just end it here. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video every Tuesday and Thursday for a new one. Of course, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the Progress Daily channel. You can stay tuned and watch whatever you feel like doing. It's all here just for your entertainment whenever you feel like it. Take care, Progress Daily, and keep killing it.